A good nerve Shabbos, everyone. But Siyata D'Shmaya, let's continue. The last thing we mentioned was the mechanics on how B'tachan works. The amount of reliance and trust that one has on Hashem is the amount of Hashkachas Hashem, divine assistance you're going to get from the Rebbeinu Shalom. So if you put your trust in anything other than Hashem, you rely on a human being, another entity, for whatever objective, for whatever need, what happens is HaKadosh Baruch Hu removes his Hashkacha from you, and he leaves you hanging on whatever you put your trust in. And of course, that's a recipe for disaster because you won't get that objective. Because nothing in this world happens without Hashkachas Hashem. You definitely won't get it at its best because human beings are not reliable, they're not capable, and the only one that makes everything happen in this world and gives it to you at its best is the Rebbeinu Shalom. So internalizing this formula, it actually activates real betachan in a person because it also makes it energizes a person to have trust in Hashem because we all have our wants, we all have our desires, we all have our needs, and now we know the formula to get it at its best. So it makes it easier to have betachan, knowing that Hashem, you're the only one that can make anything in this world happen, and you're the one that makes everything in this world happen. So it's almost like silly to put your reliance on anything other than Hashem. You want to get your need at its best. Bank on the Rebbeinu Shalom. Energize yourself. Of course, it comes with that inner work, but now that a person understands the mechanics, this formula of how it works, it just makes it easier. The next thing he continues, the Chav Zalava said, he mentions a fascinating pasuk from Shlomo HaMelech in Chaos, where Shlomo HaMelech has this observation that the way the world works. And he says that the race is not won by those who are swift or fast. The war is not won, and I'm just translating the pasuk in English. It's a pasuk in Chaos. The war is not won by the mighty, and the rich don't become rich because of their intelligence, etc., so on and so forth. And really understanding this pasuk is like sort of contradictory to the way, in quotes, Derech HaTava works, because you would think somebody who's a mighty warrior, obviously is going to win the war. He's going to win the battle. And somebody who's very smart, intelligent, he'll be capable to bring bread to the table, to have parnasa, to become rich, etc. And the way I understood the pasuk was as follows. The mechanics of how HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs this world is only through Al Pi Hashem Yechyu Adam, meaning it's only through the decree of Hashem, the Gzeirus Hashem, that anything in this world happens. So you can have, just to take a practical example to bring out the point, you could have two people doing the same exact thing, one successful, one's failing. Literally, take two people in the business world, and one's making a lot of money, and he hands over the same playbook to another person, and the other person just fails. He simply is not successful. It logically doesn't make sense. He's literally implementing the same playbook. What's going on? The answer is God runs the world. And it's not the business that makes somebody successful. It's not the intelligent person that causes success to come about. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of course, in the Rebbeinu Shalom's ways, which he has many different ways and many different distribution channels on how his Gzeirus Hashem comes about, whether it's through a particular business or through a gift, a talent that he gives somebody that he could activate different things. But it all happens from Hashem. We see this clearly with military capabilities also. Klal Yisrael, we recently experienced this. It's true, Israel has a pretty powerful army. We have Baruch Hashem, very strong military capabilities. But if you take all our enemies that are surrounding us, all the surrounding nations, and if they all gang up on us with all their military power, Al Pi Derech HaTava, logically they could wipe us off the map in a second. What's the answer? The answer is God runs the world. And everything happens Al Pi Gzeirus HaBayim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that these people are going to win the war, and I don't care how, through Teva, what kind of capabilities you have, it means nothing, because the Rebbeinu Shalom is the one that runs the world. And he segues into a pasuk where Shlomo's father, David HaMelech, says, where of course David HaMelech says that the lions, the young hungry lions, they wander, and they could go hungry, and it almost doesn't make sense. The lion's like the king of the jungle, he has what he has technically at his fingertips, he's the king, but these young mighty lions will go hungry, but the Darshei Hashem Layachsu Kol Tov, those who seek at Hashem don't lack any good. And obviously that's practical on the human level also. Those who think that it's in their power to get whatever they need. It's their talent. It's their effort that's causing things to happen. They'll go hungry, and they'll be the Radak. I believe some commentaries explain it as a punishment. Hashem shows them, because it's not them that anything happens, but the Darshei Hashem, those who seek it Hashem, Lo Yachsu Kol Tov. Anybody that actually banks on the Rebbeinu Shalom and has his full betachan in Hashem, he won't lack any good. He'll have all good in his life. Everybody should have a wonderful Shabbos.